Hello, everyone from around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. This is ASE the Parrot talking. As usual, I'm joined by Old Dirty H. Say hello, Oldie.
Hello, all.
All right, so we've got an exciting one for you today. So we are going to be casting the tiebreaker matches now. This is going to be Strat versus Call of Daddy first. Currently, the two sets of replays we have are Strat versus Call of Daddy, as well as LAT Team 2 versus Call of Daddy. We have not received the other replay yet, but we are going to cast at least Strat versus Call of Daddy first, and then if we have time, we'll do LAT Team 2 versus Call of Daddy. Let's take a look at the players and their nations, or not their nations, players on each team. On the Strat team, we've got Strat BLUVTE, Strat Lenka, Strat V, and Strat Lonely Wolf. And on the other side, for Call of Daddy, they've got XXX Daddy, Fatabi, Troll, and AS Psychologist. Who do you think is favored in this matchup in raw skill, Oldie?
Well, definitely Call of Daddy is favored on raw skill, but we've seen Strat improve throughout the tournament. Obviously, they're in a playoff game right now, so they definitely have improved throughout. So, but I think Call of Daddy is the favorite.
Yeah, I think so too, but it's definitely a coin toss. Do you remember what the result was when they played in the group stage, like in a straight up match?
I do not remember.
Okay, let me quickly check that for everybody so we can see. This match is very important for both teams. So you want to win against both the other teams that you play in this tiebreaker in order to make it to the top eight. That's kind of what determines if you'll get into the top eight. Let's see. Looks like Call of Duty won 2-0 against Strat during the group stage.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's see if Call of Duty can run it back or if Strat are going to be the ones who are putting Call of Duty in their place. For nations and bans, we actually see a pretty interesting ban here. For Strat, they cannot pick Inca for Tier 1, Indians for Tier 2, and Greeks for Tier 3. Indians and Greeks aren't super surprising, but Inca is a really interesting ban. I don't think we've seen that yet out of this tournament.
No, I'm trying to think. Maybe once at the most, but
Yeah.
it's definitely not one of the popular bands.
No, not at all.
Maybe Strat's just done the research and they feel like Daddy's
Or,
going to
well,
benefit from
it's
Inca.
Daddy that's banned.
I'm sorry,
Inca for Strat.
if Daddy,
Yeah.
vice versa. If Daddy's done the research on Strat, maybe they think those guys aren't as strong, so maybe they're not going to use Lakota as well, or I don't know. So
I don't know.
we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, on the
I'm
other
not sure about
side,
that.
Strat have banned Japs, British, and Greeks, a much more
Standard.
typical, standard
Yeah.
set of bans. I'm definitely interested to see what will happen in this matchup. This is the first tiebreaker. It is going to be a best of three. So we've been told that game one was played for a while, but then there was a drop. But the game was determined to be in favor of the dropping team, so they just replayed it with the same map and same nations. Unfortunate, like it sucks to have to replay it, but glad that the teams were able to work it out, and glad that they were in agreement there.
No, that was versus LAT, not for Strat.
Just kidding. That didn't happen. All right. So before we start the game today, we're going to talk about the donations quickly. If you like the Nordic Classic and you want to support the prize pool, you can go ahead to the front page of the Nordic Classic on tournament and go to the prize pool. This link is also in the YouTube description. And you can donate to the prize pool. We really appreciate your donations. Thank you so far to Some Peanuts for Your Mouth, Alcypher, Wizard of War, Kron, PLA, Jatin, Bybrak, this anonymous person is Connor, as well as Bob. Thank you so much to everybody who has donated. We really, really appreciate your donations. It just makes things a little bit more exciting for the players who will eventually be playing in the top eight. There's these three teams, LAT Team 2, Strat, and Call of Duty fighting it out for top eight. So let's see which one of them makes it up on top when we jump into game number one here of Call of Duty versus Strat. Hope everybody is excited. All right.
Yep, should be a good one.
Division 2 tiebreakers. Oops, sorry. And let's load up game number one. All right. I'm on 0 seconds when you're ready.
Yeah, go for it.
3, 2, 1, go. All right. Well, the universe really loves giving out watering hole maps in game number one. Let's take a look at their players and their nations on watering hole. On the Call of Duty side, we have the namesake AS the Dushavri, who is Dushvari. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. That's Soren. That's Daddy.
Yeah.
There's Troll and as well as Strat Fatabi. On the other side for the Strat BRV team, we've got Blove, TE, Lankesh, and V. Nations-wise, Daddy has Lakota, Troll has Iroquois, Fatabi has Aztecs. On the other side, Blove has British, Lankesh has Maya, and V has Japanese. Actually, I don't know who's favored. I think these are very even nations for this map.
Yeah, Lakota can actually not be that great on this map. It just depends. Ruins and, if you find wood early and stuff like that. So I'd probably give a slight edge to the Japs player here for this map, but overall it's pretty even.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be. I think this game's gonna be a lot about if Troll and Fatabi can put a lot of pressure on Blove early, because British part of the power is the extra commerce cap. But if you deny a lot of their wood, if you raid them a lot, if you put a lot of pressure on them, they won't have time to get up to that plus 125 eco and catch up, because that's really where their strengths are. So definitely interested to see what will come out of all of these players. And also where their city locations are, especially with a Lakota player in the mix. Lakota, one of their main powers is obviously, they have an extremely fast start and they can sieve wherever they want to. So that can be quite effective.
Yeah, and we've seen the shape of the lake has played a huge factor here. And as if you can see, if you look at the all reveal screen, this is a very odd shape for a whole map.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a boot or like an axe or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's very long and it's left to right. It's just kind of a strange position. You have the maybe three fish to the left there that can be controlled on one side, and then the other four kind of in that bigger half. So this sometimes plays a factor, the shape of the lake.
We do see here a minor problem, or a major problem. I'm not entirely sure for the Strat team. They don't have access to water. None of their cities touch water.
And again, this is I guess they just didn't get close enough, any of them. That's strange.
On watering hole, you need to recognize the terrain immediately and have at least one person just go near water, because you need to have access to water early on.
And again, the shape of the lake could be in if it was just more of a round lake, I think V, Japs player, touches the lake. But because the lake, like I was saying, is kind of longer and thin on that side, he's just gonna barely miss it. So one of them's gonna have to sieve. Yeah, it's a bad break here.
Yeah, unfortunate for them. Preventable, but still unfortunate. Let's take a look at the rares quickly, because usually on watering hole there's not too many rares to talk about. So for the Strat team, they've got Dye, they've got Wine, and probably Pappy in next to Lancashire territory, but that's pretty contestable. On the other side for Call of Daddy team, they've got Spice, they've got Sugar, they've got Furs, they've got Diamonds. Clearly they have the better set of rares.
Yeah, well, I mean, Strat can potentially have the long game rares, but Hole is not really a long game map. So
no, and also, Furs, Diamonds, Furs, Diamonds, and Sugar to a lesser extent, those are all pretty good long game rares. So,
that's true.
I do think
those are good short and long game rares.
Yeah, exactly. But this is still anybody's game. Hole is a pretty volatile map, and a lot can depend on those getting the early water control, or getting a nice early raid in on land, those sort of things. So definitely interested to see what will happen. Let's take a quick look at the rune bonuses here. We do see the Lakota player has the most, and actually Strat, Lankesh, and V are doing terrible on runes. Both have 0 runes, and Fatabi only has 1 rune. Let's take a look at how they're scouting. Fatabi here is scouting. Not really. Looks like he's not scouting. And then for the other team, we've got V and Lankesh, who aren't scouting. Looks like V has just started to scout, and he's got some scouts going. And then Lankesh also doesn't have too many scouts, only now coming out with a couple scouts. Scouting is good.
I checked on the chat here real quick, and it's Fatabi saying V likes Inca, that's why they banned it.
Okay.
So they knew V.
So good heads-up play from them. Just banning nations that their opponents are comfortable with. And it does look like Lankesh here is going to go for a Civic one. Looks like he's banking tons of resources, which I think is a wise choice. Get up that Civic nice and early, capture Pappy, make sure your opponent doesn't sieve on it. And it looks like Call of Daddy has not scouted it. They also haven't scouted Diamonds either. On this side, on this side they haven't scouted was it wine? Yeah, wine. But they have scouted dye. But it is a little bit of a sad day when your best rare is dye. Even though dye is good, don't get me wrong. But
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for this map, it's not a life changer.
No.
But yeah, that's gonna hurt Lankesh and V having no ruin bonuses at all. So it's gonna keep them slow. Even though Mayas and Japs are pretty fast, that hurts not to even get one ruin.
Yeah, it does look like here the Lakota player's gone for Science 1 early. Is now going to get a dock down. Looks like the Aztec player is also going to get a dock down, and the Iroquois player is actually a little slow, but we'll get the dock down soon enough. And then this is a really nice city spot from Lankesh. You know, Maya player, you want it nice and forward. You can protect Pappy. Really a nice city spot, and Maya Pan is way in the back, so it's going to be a little bit annoying to rotate. Also, now Lankesh does have access to water.
Yep. So that is good. And we should see all docks coming out, and I guess this didn't really affect them not giving early access to the water here. It looks like they're going to be just, you know, there's nothing contesting the water yet, anyways. So they'll be able to get in. Although Daddy did go mill, so we'll see a heavy ship probably coming out here soon.
Yeah, let's take a look. He does have the money for it. Looks like he's currently I don't know what he's doing. We're just waiting.
Yeah, he's just
sitting there with a little resources, probably talking to his teammates over voice comm or something.
Yeah, or just maybe he's trying to micro some scouts or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, maybe he's got a barrack somewhere. That's probably. There is a tower going down. Wait, does this tower do anything? Oh, it does do so. It's gonna target the V's woodcutter camp if V doesn't notice it, but it's out of range. Nice little tower there from
not bad.
Daddy.
Not bad.
Nice pick. Although I'm pretty sure it just gets taken out. Does it? I don't know if it gets taken out by a single Civic. I'm not entirely sure.
It'll be close with Civic Temple for sure, but I think that's why he built it a little further back. It'll last a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So Civ won't be able to just. I think a Rax probably would have been better personally, but the tower's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna harass for sure, and he's got 2 villagers there that can also harass. And now he's got some heavy ships coming out. Look at V. V's got 2 heavy ships.
Yeah,
actually
queued up three total.
Yeah.
10 woodcutters actually. I think that's a good choice. You really want to max out your wood income on this map. And as a Japanese player, you don't really need to. Get up a second city or anything. But this tower is going to start being annoying.
Yeah.
Harassing
Great job
V's
on that
wood
tower.
camp.
It's just in enough range to where it's gonna actually harass the camp, but far enough away where a Civic won't take it out. So great placement there by Daddy. Very heads-up play.
Definitely. And now the Japs player probably has to go Civ.
Yeah, and this is a mistake we've seen. Just raise your wood camp because it's going to make your next wood camp cheaper. Plus, you're going to get a little wood back instead of just leaving it up to be raised. I mean, the only nation would benefit you is the Russians because you get a refund on raise. But other than that, I mean, I don't know why these guys do that, but whatever.
So we're going to see some pretty exciting sea battles. The only person without mill is Lankesh because he went for that early Civ, which was a good choice to get that science down. Now it's going to start getting mill up and then start pumping out units. Does look like V's gone for Civic, even though he has die. He just didn't send it early enough, I guess. I don't really know. That's a waste of a lot of food.
Yeah, and well, the die's kind of far, I guess. So he's trying to be fast. I don't know.
Wonder where the British player is going to Civ, and also where the Lakota player is going to Civ. Looks like he skipped Civ thus far. Still making citizens
I don't
for some
think
reason. I don't know
Lakota
why.
doesn't really need a Civ here. I think he just aims to get the fire ships.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of resources. He's got a ton of wood in the back. You know, +9 wood camp. He's got another probably +7 or 8 near there as well. And now finally the tower did get civved.
Yep, it is going to be on the Civ. Yeah, that's just still a really annoying investment.
It did its job.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah, it did its job for sure, and he was able to keep spamming one units in the water. It looks like Call of Daddy is doing a little bit better in the water here, but Lankesh has got a decent amount of ships.
Yeah, he needs to make this ship start firing. It's kind of just sitting there right now. It does look like It does look like the Lakota player is going to age up. Let's take a quick look at the kill count here, because that's pretty important early on. Looks like it's actually pretty even across the board. It looks like we've got 4 kills for Strat and 3 kills for Daddy.
Yep.
Now it's 5 and 3. Still kind of even. They're just trading on the water.
Yeah, but Daddy aged as I predicted. That's I think that's a fine move. He can start getting metal. He's got a bunch of gold and get a bunch of scholars out early, and of course fire ships, which you see now he's producing. Fire ships are just awesome, especially when you're age ahead. You can just clean up all these. But it looks like V is going to age as well, so that's going to help balance that out a bit.
And Troll's got some spearmen here. They could do quite a number. There's nothing here defending these dye merchants or this wood camp. Let's see if Troll notices. He does. This is going to be a big pick-off, getting all these merchants, getting these... that's going to be really bad. And Lankesh is just a little slow on the draw. This barracks could have gone up quite a bit earlier, but unfortunately didn't. And now he's going to lose both these merchants. He's probably going to lose a citizen or two. And then Troll's going to be able to get away. It does look like Daddy has taken advantage of the water battles. This fire ship's going to die to a... what do you call it? Die to a fisher boat.
But that's fine. I mean, you see now Fatabi's got 3 heavy ships. Troll's got a bunch. Daddy's got a bunch. Daddy's got 4.
Yeah, and here we see a bit of a mistake from Lankesh. Didn't pull all the citizens, so these 2 citizens are actually going to die. Most likely to all these spearmen from Troll. Just some poor decision-making here, unfortunately, for Lankesh. And Troll's like, okay, well, obviously my opponent hasn't done much. And he's actually clicked up to age now. Has a slinger as well to counter a possible archer, which is not even queued up yet. Looks like Daddy has taken complete control of the water. Their opponents aren't using water at all, except for Lankesh, who snuck a fish in the back here.
And I'm not sure what Blove's doing here. He's got a tower at London. I don't think that's necessary. There's no risk of Lakota attacking there at all right now.
No, and
Maybe
also
that's what he's thinking.
And also, I don't like the city position. Why go to help the Maya player when you can go help when you go civ forward and put pressure on the Lakota player capital? You know, there's no point.
Or just go civ down at Die and control that big mountain in the middle there.
Yeah.
Anywhere else but there.
No reason to expose another front to your opponents.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when they're obviously being aggressive. You have 2 aggressive nations, and Iroquois and Lakota. That's 3 Aztec as well. So they're all very aggressive nations. And here's that. You'll see Daddy, and I see a lot of players do this, and I think this is a fine build for Lakota. Just kind of build straight across in the back there, hidden. He's got a mountain secured. You're going to be able to get easy caravan income. I think that's fine.
Yeah, and he does put down production buildings on Makasika. I think he recognizes, okay, well, I could die to a Japanese rush.
Yeah.
Good choice
Although
on
I
him.
don't think, the Japs have scouted Makasika, but it doesn't look like they're really looking to do anything over there. Yeah,
and somehow the British player is nowhere close to aging. I don't really know what happened. He didn't take any economic damage. His economy is not even at plus 125 at 12 minutes into the game. I guess maybe he made too many. He overmade fire ship or heavy ships or something. I don't really know.
I'm not sure. Well, I mean, if you look at this towers was a waste. He went science, that was a waste. So, that's going to slow you down a little bit. Even though you have Pappy, I get it.
Oh, he queued up classical age already, which is why. Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering. He was like, "There's no way he doesn't have that yet." Looks like we're going to see Republic out of a couple players, and Troll's just moving his units in the back line. I think he's doing it to scout for ruins or move around to attack Love's capital. This tower.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come raid. I think it looks like.
Yeah, but even this tower is not a great spot. Like, if you're gonna put a tower here, you should put it on the wood camp side. Your farmers can just walk back easily inside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's just kind of just not paying attention to the tower. Just dropped it just to drop it.
Yeah. Now let's take a quick look at the wealth incomes here for each of the players. Fatabi has plus 50, Troll has plus 40, Daddy has plus 40. Actually, none of them are using caravans. On the other side, V has plus 30. Love has actually plus 10, and Lankesh has plus 35. So I think we're gonna start to see the Call of Daddy players start using the water more and more as we go along, and we're going to see those
here
wealth
comes a big
spike.
navy for Lankesh here. He's going to try and come back. He's got 4 galleys and a fire ship.
And a fire ship, yep. That's a good choice. I think that's going to...
his fire ship is retreating. I don't know why.
I'm at 1320 right now. Fireship's gonna fight it out, and it does look like Blove also has some units here. Gonna lose. Oh no, that's a allied fireship. Looks like Fatabi's gonna micro poorly. Oh, that fireship had a lucky shot, killed a galley in one shot.
Yep.
And now it looks like
like
Daddy's gonna fight it out. Look, there's a lot of boats for Call of Daddy. We're still gonna see some fierce water battles. The STRAT team really need to upgrade their boats.
Well, there's some bad micro here from Lanka. She's got this fire ship just dancing around in the back. Could have used it a while ago, and I'm not sure why he's retreating it. You don't need to garrison your fire ship here. You need to get it out and blowing up ships.
Yeah, it does look like Blove's going to back off, and the raid's not going to be super effective here.
Yeah, this
actually,
is
Blove's just going to throw away 3 ships. He's just not microing at all. And that means they're going to lose water, and they need to make something happen now because their opponents are going to get a crucial wealth advantage, if they don't do anything about it.
Well, fortunately, because of the shape of the lake, as I mentioned earlier, you see Lankash is using this single fish, even though it's almost dead. It's only got 6 hit points, but he's still using it. There's another fish there. If they were heads up about this, they
could get another dock here and just harass from both sides.
You could use honestly these 3 fish here. You could probably use and just do enough defending, or at least for sure the 2 that are in this little pocket. You could defend those 2 fish and just keep using them. But instead, now they're not using any fish except for Lankash using this one, kind of just by dumb luck. But I see the little raids from Troll here, but they're gonna get propelled in the back.
Yeah. Looks like he's done a good job saving his units and just being annoying for Blove. Blove's like forced to micro, and Bluff's Bluff's not done very good job at all of running this economy. This is a terrible economy at this point into the game.
Yeah, I think maybe I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. He's just
because he's usually the best player on that team, so I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, we do see here he's lagging in score quite a bit.
Daddy and Fatabi are getting ready for attack here. Looks like they're gonna go towards Kyoto, but Kyoto also has an army coming up, so we're gonna see some battles here.
Looks like we're gonna see some gut punches in the face. We're gonna see some straight up battles, but the Lakota player is very close to aging. Actually, if you look at the library there.
Yeah, he's cruising. His economy looks good. He just needs to get his gold up a little bit, maybe a taxation upgrade or something.
Yeah, I think he needs to make some more fishing ships. That's what he needs.
Yeah,
that's the best way to get it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And also, he needs to save food for age.
He's seeing that he's maxed on food. Maybe he's not thinking about it. But yeah, you need the gold too from the water. But the taxation gives you more gold production from the water, anyways. So he needs to get that up for sure. Now it looks like double up top at Portsmouth. See this?
Oh yeah, that's a really big army for Troll there. Portsmouth is going to be taken out easily, and this is what we talked about earlier. The mine city at the front, Tyasol is very easy to defend because you could just throw up a tower and then your mine city, plenty of time to defend. But now instead, Blove's going to lose a lot of economy, going to lose a lot of time. His units are going to. He's going to lose a couple citizens here, and now he's way behind.
He should have definitely just built down by die. I think that would have been a good spot.
No, absolutely no reason to build here. Very sloppy mistake.
Either by die or just build forward where you're at. But like we've seen this in the tournament, just free cities. It's like just a free bonus. It's almost impossible to defend that. You're splitting your army. Because now he's got his army down here with the Japs, but then he put his city up there where it's undefended. And it's just a bad position.
Yeah, it does look like V's going to clean up this light infantry raid from Fatabi. Nice work from V. And I think if I was in V and Blove's spot, they need to put pressure on this side because they can't. I mean, like they can't rotate all the way up top and waste more time. You know what I mean?
No, I mean the water's gone. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed they're not using those 2 fish that are just, Call of Daddy hasn't even checked that side of the lake at all.
No.
So you could still be using those 2 fish, and but they have some good aggression here. Jeff's got a decent sized army.
Yeah, we do see Troll gonna go for Hanging Gardens. I think that's a good choice. He has the army advantage. He can just invest, make sure he doesn't lose in the long game. get the Hang Gardens up. He has the money anyways, so...
Well, Daddy is aging now, so this city may go large here. But
let's see, there's only 4 buildings actually, so it's probably not going to go large. And now we see V and Bluff coming in. Nice choice.
Nice.
Probably going to take this city because there's not enough units.
Yep. So nice. They caught him with his pants on a little bit. They're just going to push here. This could be trouble actually for Lakota if he's not careful.
Yeah, Daddy has made a good choice, just not fighting it out. Just run away. You know, you have a much smaller army against your opponent's combined armies. No reason to take a bad fight here and throw away your chances of winning the game, because I think they are a good amount ahead. And you look at the score; they're 500 points ahead. It does look like the Mayan player is in a bit of trouble, not raising down the Senate. His economy is actually really bad. He needs to make some farms, and he makes all sorts of stuff because he's going to get doubled. His you know, he's going to lose.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
Lancash's dead, yeah. I mean, V's got to win here. V is aging. He needs to get aggressive now. Get in there before all these Lakota troops get upgraded, which they're getting upgraded shortly. And just try and push, because Fatabi has no army down here. So it's just a small Lakota army. They have plenty of army here. They could go in and at least start harassing Makasika if they micro properly. I don't know why they're waiting so long.
I don't know.
Way too long to wait.
Where's Bluff's second city?
It's down here at the bottom.
Oh yeah. What? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, his economy is just awful at this point. I don't know what he's doing. This is not a British economy at all. Does look like Daddy's gone for a good choice. Gonna try and take a fight before his opponent upgrades their units, but his opponents have much more army total than he does. So looks like Bluff and V are just kind of walking in their units to die, though, so Daddy's going to win out in this fight. Even some, very minor micro, just moving the horses out of the way is enough to win this fight easily for him.
Oh, easily. And use the British archers.
And we see V just sitting back here with the units. Just, again, I don't know what you're doing.
But looks like Lancash is toast up here. He's just barely holding on for dear life.
Yeah, let's see if he has militia. I think he has a couple units here, but he's going to... You might lose the city.
He doesn't have enough militia. Yeah.
Yeah, there's four total catapults here from Troll and Fatabi. They're going to be able to take this down this mine city.
As soon as one of these towers goes down, they should probably get a sack.
And I mean, look at how many resources Fatabi has. He's just raking in the plunder here.
Oh yeah, and this is what you see, the power of the Aztecs here. Just 30 plunder for every kill.
Yeah, as soon as he ages, which is going to be soon, he'll have even more.
Yeah.
Does look like Lancash is doing an okay job holding it off. But he gave
he's
away.
Gonna hold temporarily. But I mean, look at his economy now. It's it's in shambles.
Yeah, and Fatabi is gonna age soon. Troll has already has finished aging. Lancash is dead on that side. Love again. This economy is really bad. He's been pretty much untouched aside from losing that city, and so. But he's still.
Here comes the Japanese push. Ton of crossbows. I like that.
Yeah, taking advantage of the weaker Lakota archers here.
Archers, yeah, for sure. And you got a handful of British archers, which are nice. This could be trouble for Lakota here, but they got to move fast because Lancaster's going to be dead soon.
Yeah, and Troll says kill fast. I think they have to realize if this stays here forever. Daddy is dead. He doesn't have much army compared to his opponents. There's a lot of crossbows for the Japanese player, and they need to just pump out units at this point. Love needs to contribute whatever units he has. He's on a despot economy at this point, pretty much. Really unfortunate, and they just need to push and kill the Lakota player as soon as possible. While hopefully Lancash is able to make something happen on this side.
Yeah, I mean, Lancash just needs to try and hold and survive. He's not going to be able to win that side. He needs to try and age. He doesn't have a library, so that's going to take some time. They raised his library wisely. So yeah, it's really going to come down to V and Bluff here. They need to move fast. They are these 3 trebuchets and a catapult are doing good work on Makasika. It's going to reduce very quickly. There's a fort coming up in the back for Fatabi.
That's not gonna finish in time, especially if
I don't think so.
A very optimistic fort. I think he actually needs to make the fort at the capital here.
Yeah, and Fatabi's hitting pop limit now, so that's going to be trouble for him. It's going to slow him down.
Yeah, it does look like Lancash has a small fleet here.
Yeah, and Lancash is trying to bother in the water again, but
here,
really...
Daddy's probably going to lose a bunch of these archers. There's a lot of crossbows here, a good amount of archers as well from Bluff. Again, Bluff's still nowhere close to aging. Still needs a bunch more food. Does have the knowledge though, and I think V just needs to make more units. He needs to pump out some knights, pump out more crossbows. He just needs to get more units going. But his economy is also not that great. He is doing the best on this team, but that's not saying very much.
Well, he's still got plenty of resources to be pumping out units, so I don't know why he's not. Just seems like he's got one stable now in the front.
Looks like this fort is actually going to go up for Fatabi.
Yeah, and his senator's just standing at the cap. I mean, look, look how far away his barracks are. This is a big problem. You know, one thing you need to do is once you're kind of your front is adjusted. What I'll do sometimes is my rear stable or barracks. Like if you look where at Kyoto, he's got a barracks and stable. They don't need to be there. Just raise those down, get the refund, and then just build forward ones. And then if you need to retreat, then you'll retreat to the new front, because it's just taking way too long to get this troop production down here.
Yeah, I mean, look at V's army. He's actually gonna lose this fight against Daddy because, well,
it's just because he's producing. I mean, look how far away these troops gotta come. They gotta come through 3 cities from Kyoto.
Yeah, and he's also doesn't have his general there, so that means they're gonna lose this fight handily here. Daddy's done a pretty decent job defending. All things considered, on the top side, they're going to make another rush for Mayapan.
Yeah, it looks like that's over up top.
Yep, does finally get taken down by the Aztec player, and now Lankish is dead. And that looks like GG to me. Unless they can somehow make a miracle push here happen, but I don't know. I don't think they can.
No, yeah, V, like I said, his production buildings are just too far away. He's not going to be able to get units there fast enough. They're just going to come in basically one by one and get sniped. So yeah.
Yeah.
And the senator's still just sitting at the capital. That's just a bad micro. You know, not heads up there.
Yeah, and I think this game, I think honestly we didn't see any particularly I don't think we saw any particularly strong usage of any particular nation powers. It was just Strat just got outmaneuvered. Really, they just didn't put their cities in the right spots. They didn't work on the economy or army when they were supposed to, and then they just died to their opponents who just played standard.
Yeah, I mean, Blove basically wasn't in the game.
No.
For first half, so I don't think that was a big issue there. But yeah, it wasn't anything too crazy. I think that early tower raid on the wood helped Daddy a lot. That was a nice move.
Yeah.
They got the water early, which is kind of the textbook move to do. But yeah, you're right. Daddy just kind of played just kind of a standard build, standard game. They didn't do anything crazy, and just kind of let Strat make mistakes here, just capitalize on their mistakes.
Yep, that's exactly right. Alright, well that's probably going to wrap it up for game number 1 here. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because there's no way they're taking back Lankish's capital. And
yeah, no, I mean, look at those armies. They're huge. Lankish is done. Yeah, he can't even age. He still hasn't built a... Oh, he did get a library finally. He did age. No, he's not going to age. He's dead.
Blove finally ages.
Yeah, Blove finally aged.
Alright, GG, well played by the Call of Duty team there.
Yeah, good
pretty
job,
textbook.
guys. Yeah, pretty textbook. Yeah, they did what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, while we wait for this game to finish up, I'll say hi to some people in the chat. I see Fatavi, I see MK, Mohem, Sermon, V, how's it going, everybody? Hope people are enjoying the stream so far. Yeah, GG is called. And that's going to be game number 1 going to Call of Duty. Let's take a quick look at the game stats here. It does look like Troll and Daddy actually have the same number of kills. But look at Blove look at Blove's kills. Like, clearly, he was the one who, I think he was the one who let them down that game mostly.
Well, big time. Like you said, we kind of blundered with his first city build, built the unnecessary tower at his capital, just never got his British economy going, just kind of suicided that city in front. Just I don't know, maybe he's just maybe he's high or something. I don't know. He just wasn't in the game game.
Really wasn't. Unfortunate for them. All right, let's load up game number 2 if you're ready, Oldie.
I'm ready.
All right. This is game number 2 of Call of Daddy versus Strat. This is going to be a very important game for them. It's match point. Strat's really going to want to come back in this. I'm at 1 second when you're ready, oldie.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. All right. So this looks like it's Great Sahara, one of the more exciting maps. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. For Call of Daddy, we've got Strafatabi with Inca, AS the Dushavrier Daddy with Indians, and Troll with Chinese. On the other side, we've got BRV with Chinese, V with Americans, and Lankish with Germans. I think I like the Strat picks a little bit more for this map. What do you think?
Yeah, I tend to agree. I mean, Inca could be good if they get some good mountains, but Germans are pretty much awesome on every map. So it's just I'll give this LAT just Strat for sure on nations.
Yeah, I think I give the Strat. It's going to be up to, especially I think, maybe I will be proven wrong with Daddy going to go for elephant raids or something, or making use of those elephants really well. I actually, Ollie, I want to talk to you about this thing, because I didn't think about it too much in the past, but I've come around in a little bit. I used to think elephants are like insanely powerful units, but it's just like so hard to afford them. Like, why would I want them? And I realized I was actually doing my unit composition wrong. What you're supposed to do when you're playing Indians is to not make cavalry aside from elephants. Because
you only make elephants.
Yeah, only make elephants. And that's because, one, elephants are way stronger, and two, even though they cost a lot of food, and food's really important, they're way cheaper if you only make elephants, because the scaling cost will be down.
Yeah, exactly right.
So you basically want you want to make mostly elephants in your cavalry force. You can make a couple light cavalry if you need to, but mostly elephants, and that will make all of your elephants cheaper, which makes it a little easier to afford it. So that's a little pro tip I didn't realize until very recently. I always used to make like heavy cavalry when I was playing Indians or something.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends, right? I mean, if you got a ton of metal and gold, maybe you just build 2 elephants and then get a bunch of heavy cavalry. But typically speaking, yeah, you just want to focus, even with Persian, the same. Just focus on building the elephants, and you don't have to worry about the cost going up too much, So, and then if you get good horses, of course, even better. And sugar.
Yeah.
Horses and sugar, you just pump out elephants like crazy.
Yeah, let's take a look at where the players are located, because I think that's going to have a big impact on whether Daddy can use those elephants well. We see Troll, the red Chinese player, and the green Indian player in the back. Troll is fighting for territory with V, the purple Washington player, the purple Americans player. On the bottom side, we see the yellow Inca player. Good choice for, I guess fortunate or good choice for Vatabi being able to have a city in the back here. We have Love with the orange Chinese player kind of off to the side, and then Lankish, the blue German player, off in the back. So yeah, it's going to be I think this is going to be a slugfest. Sahara is usually one of the more aggressive maps. Really interested to see what the players will do in this sort of situation. Neither the Chinese or Americans player really wants to go Bill first, but they're so close together they might as well.
Well, I mean, China definitely has the advantage in the middle here. That large city with the border push, plus it's just it's almost impossible to kill that. 2,500 hit points. It's going to take forever. So the Americans are definitely more on their back foot here, being in the middle against China. So we'll see if they want to get aggressive early. But China is a great defensive nation. They can easily defend. They can pump out those free units for free militia. So this could be a handful for V here.
Yeah, I think this game would be very different if Lankish was swapped positions with V, right? The Americans players in the back, Germans players at the front can raid the Chinese player early.
Exactly right.
But now because of this situation is set up, it's going to be a little bit more even.
Yeah, this is actually a not ideal situation to have the Germans in the back. It just takes away I mean, yes, of course they can boom. Germans can do it all, right? We know that. They can literally do it all. They can boom, they can rush, they can raid, they can do everything. But in this map, you want the Germans up in front so they can do, get those early soldiery out and harass. But being in the back there, he's pretty much not going to be in the game for a while here unless he gets early racks up front. Yeah,
and I think I would like to see him do that. I would like to see him get an early racks up, and then let the American player go Civ or Commerce or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think Germans should quick mill, let America Civ, maybe Civ back, get that other mountain there, get Pappy.
Yeah.
And then also the Chinese player could come up and Civ and take the rest of that wood. The Germans, they're so fast and they're strong enough they can harass 3 players early on like this with
Yeah.
just 1 German Rax.
Yeah, and that's kind of the disadvantage of picking something like Inca. It just didn't have that much of an early effect in the game, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's essentially none, really. I mean, if you even India, even China. I mean, with the exception of the super fast citizens, but you don't get militia till H2, so they can't really fight Solduris. Yeah, this one German barracks can harass all 3 of these nations, and they're basically defenseless for the first early stages of the Ancient Age.
Yeah, it does look like the German player's actually gone for Civic first. I don't really like that choice. I think.
Yeah, no, we both agree Mill was the right choice.
Mill's the right choice.
And drop a Rax right here at Washington, and just start harassing. But instead, he's gonna drop a Mill where I think China should have dropped. I mean, Civ. Where China should have Civ.
It does look like the Americans player is also going to go for commerce, and the China player is still only getting up the barracks or the library now. So I think they actually wasted a pretty good opportunity. Clearly, Troll is quite slow for whatever reason, and so it's going to be tough for them. Let's take a quick look at the rune bonuses here. It does look like Fatabi's lucked out with 175 runes. Everybody else has 2 or 3. Well, actually, Daddy has 125. It does look like they're doing a much better job scouting than their opponents. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, pretty good job scouting compared to their opponents.
Yeah, it looks like it overall.
Let's talk about the rares quickly. For the strat side, they've got Pappy over on between Lankish and V's capitals. There's Amber, Relics, Salt below Berlin. In the very left corner, there's Spice, and there's Citrus and Tobacco and Horses on the bottom side, as well as Copper. And then on the very top side, there's Obsidian and Gems. Those are pretty much those rares in the back obviously are pretty scary to use. And on the other side for Daddy, they've got Diamonds, Bison, Silk on the top side. On the very right side, there's Furs. There's Sugar next to the Indian player capital, Dye, Peacocks. There's Marble below the Chinese player. There's actually Wine over there. And then on the bottom side, there's Silver and another Dye, and as well as Cotton. I think Daddy have the better rares by a good amount, but that's not to count out the strat players. They have pretty solid rares. They've got Pappy, they have Salt and Relics, and they might have access to Horses. Still okay rares, but I do think Daddy has the better set of rares overall.
Yeah, for sure they do. And again, as we've seen in this map, it's all about can you defend them and can you raid. So let's see how they defend and raid.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's gone for a pretty slow build. Americans player's also gone for Civic and is going to get that city up on the top side over there. I don't like this choice at all. I think you're just exposing your caravan to get raided a ton, which is important. I guess he's trying to go to contest diamonds that he doesn't even know about.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna stumble into diamonds. That actually will make sense to get the diamonds there, but I agree with you. I think just go backward towards Pappy.
Yeah, and now the Chinese player is going to get to Civ here. This is also a really awkward Civ position. Sure, you get the diamonds, but your caravan route's screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not ideal.
Not ideal. I think I would have liked to see the Indian player Civ there, actually, and the Chinese player to Civ elsewhere. Should have swapped city positions, I think, because now the Chinese player will have... If the Chinese player Civ's here, they have a more protected caravan route, and then obviously the Indian player can go back.
But either way, at least they secure diamonds, and they get another mountain. So it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And Bison in the back there. So they'll be able to secure all that. So that's pretty good. And yeah, basically the city of Atlanta is a waste now. Because you don't get diamonds, you don't get that other mountain.
Yeah.
You didn't get that mountain in the back that you could have got. You could have got that mountain in the back by Pappy.
Yeah, could have protected Pappy, but now you're just exposing another front, you're exposing your caravan route.
Yeah, Atlanta's completely just a sitting duck here. And I wouldn't be surprised for that city to last much longer if they're aggressive.
Yeah.
But finally a barracks from Lankish. I think this was way too late.
Yeah,
but,
definitely. I mean, that's what happens when you go Civic. You're just going to have a really late barracks time. This is a pretty forward tower from Lankish. Looks like he might try to get aggressive because this is a very aggressive tower. Usually you want your towers in the back to be a little bit more defensive, but looks like he's going to be aggressive. He might actually skip science based on his money here. If he is going to skip science, I think he should use some more wealth rares. to get that wealth income up. There's amber over there. Looks like they haven't scouted the other ones if they have any. Yeah, looks like
they don't
they're
have
actually
a whole lot.
looks like they're actually hurting for wealth rares. There is tobacco, which is going to be good for them. Two
Yeah,
wealth
and they have
rares, not terrible.
spice, which gives your caravan income.
Yeah, but that's also very far in the back and very easily rated.
Yeah. And he's got a stupid caravan route that he's got to do anyways, Lankesh. So that's
yeah, it's
he's
been
not gonna be
unfortunate
getting a
for
whole lot
him,
of gold
but
for that.
and that's going to hurt his wealth income quite a bit. Looks like he is just going to go for the age if you look at his money here. And Troll has done a kind of meh job guarding his wood here. Only has plus 60 income at this point. There's a heavy infantry going to come through, and that's going to be able to put a stop to any sort of wood mining dreams that Troll had. There are two slingers here, but I mean, slingers are not very good against heavy infantry here, especially Solduri.
Yeah, look at Slaughtered. Yeah, Solduri is just so strong. And,
Lankesh and V are both aging. Looks like V's has Colossus money, skipped military. I think that's a good choice at this spot. Their opponents are playing a bit passive, so you can kind of sit back a little bit, boom up.
yeah.
Looks like the Solduri might actually get picked off by an archer. They waited a little bit too long, and now the wood camp might get raided here. That's pretty bad for them if this wood camp gets raided. It does look like Troll's actually going to back off. I don't know why. They have the army advantage, so.
And
V's going
Solduri
to put
did
down
survive
Colossus.
though, so that was. Yeah, that's fine. You're Americans, it's fine.
Yeah.
You're
Would like
ahead,
to see,
they're obviously
infinite
being
Q
passive,
citizens. Just get the ball rolling, get that economy up a little bit higher. Also would like to see a second wood camp, and actually, this is a really awkward wood camp from Blove here. Like V doesn't want to put his wood camp down here, and he can't put it here either. So if Blove had put the wood camp here, V could easily put it on the top side. But so that's a bit of a miscommunication thing with the Chinese player here.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's and it looks like Troll's gonna try and put a tower on Atlanta here. Let's see if he can get it done.
Yeah, let's see if V notices. Again, this towers like this late into the game are not super duper useful. Troll is gonna age as well as Fatabi. Let's take a look at what the Indian player doing. He's actually gone for Commerce 2. In Ancient Age, pretty interesting choice. He is using Silk, but he also has a zillion rares, so I guess that he thinks he can be a little greedy. I don't mind if he makes something happen with it. I don't think a booming
Maybe he's
Com
gonna
2
spam
is.
elephants.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll spam elephants. Sell all that wood off and just keep producing elephants.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think a booming Com 2 in this spot is good. I think if you're gonna go for a boom, you should just age up and grab Hanging Gardens. Because you do have an Inca player, you can probably win the longer game.
Maybe he's gonna dustbot. He could dustbot. Com 2 dustbot.
That's true. Yeah, definitely. They do have good rares for it. They've got furs, they've got sugar, there's cotton that they're not using right now. Pretty solid rares.
V's in a perfect spot to be a victim of a Com 2. Because now this tower's up, it's gonna start reducing Atlanta, so they could easily kill V here if they're aggressive.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's see if V can do anything about it. If he garrisons the senator in there and the archers, he can, or if he keeps the senator outside and the archers in there, he can I think he can take down this tower.
Yeah, he could drop a temple too soon also, and that would eliminate the tower.
Yeah, but he's currently just sitting there with archers. He really needs to put them inside so he can start shooting arrows. And he also needs to start making some more units, I think. His opponents have all aged. Does look like if you look at the scores, Strat and Daddy are pretty close together in terms of score.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why he put his senator in the city. He needs to put those other archers in the city, not the senator.
Yeah, I guess there are archers now there's an archer from Lankish and an archer from V. I'm actually interested to see what Lankish will go for. It looks like he's gonna go for science late instead. I don't really know what he was doing with the money. Does have senator now. Gonna go for a bribe. Here is a raid from Fatabi, the Inca player.
Yep, it's a good little raid.
And this bribe looks like it's going to go down. Fatabi's not paying attention, so he's going to lose his bowman, and that means he's going to lose his hoplite as well. Although,
but he's still raiding with the sword charger on tobacco.
Why is his infantry not shooting? It's on stand ground. Why? Is it a bug or something? I don't know.
You just forgot.
I guess Fatabi will walk away with that. No, but I'm just saying, like, the AI should make it so it shoots automatically. Anyways, Fatabi's floating a lot of resources, and now Daddy's gonna go for gardens. I think I think now V and Lankesh need to realize, okay, well, the Indian opponent who has taken no damage has it took a while to age and is now booming up. And if they scouted him, they would see 5 farms. I think they should realize soon what's going on there, and they need to either focus on booming themselves.
There's some good harassment here for Fatabi in the back. He raided tobacco. He's raiding this wood camp.
Yeah, nice little raid. Definitely, this is causing a lot of havoc to Blov, and Blov has a heavy infantry, which is not going to be very good against staving off this raid. Really nice work from Fatabi. Blov loses a lot of units in that exchange.
Yeah, and you're right. They're going to have to get aggressive here because Daddy's just booming along. He's just
like, screw science. I don't need it. I have plenty of income. I got plus 150 food, plus 150 timber. Gonna get a lot of metal soon enough. I'm probably gonna get Civ 2 instead of Mill 2 and all that jazz. Nice little tower here from Blov, gonna deny the wood camp from Fatabi, and Fatabi only has plus 3 wood. That's really unfortunate for him, and they don't have control of the middle, so it's not like he can go there either. He's a bit of a hard spot, but he is making his best. He's gonna raid with his Cataphract and Horse Archer, gonna take out Amber, which is completely unprotected right now. Only this Senator and Archer, which can be easily circumvented if Fatabi micros correctly. And this is a really devastating raid. I mean, that hurt. Losing 3 merchants like that hurts.
It's brutal, yeah, especially on a gold rare. You lose that gold and a knowledge too because it's a tobacco. But unwisely, Lankish, for whatever reason, he took his citizens out of Atlanta. Now he put a couple back in. I mean, sorry, units.
Yeah, but now Atlanta's gonna go down. Yeah. There's a lot of units here from Troll. V's economy is really suffering. He only has plus 80 wood income. And
ton of archers here from V, but they're gonna get slaughtered by horse. These heavy cavalry.
Yeah. I mean, archers are a good composition, but you need to get them upgraded so they just don't die to, like, literally any horse. Now there's 2 Cataphracts and a light horse. They're going to pretty easily take them out. This city's going to go down.
Yeah, and this might be GG early.
Yeah, it does look like Indian player's going to go for Civic 2. Just the ultimate greed. Because clearly their opponents want to boom, but...
yeah.
Looks
like they will stave this off.
Yeah, V's pulled some militia, which I think he needed to do to make something happen.
Yeah. But the city's going to stay reduced now until they can get a siege because that tower is pretty much repaired.
Yeah. Troll says 2 here. Yes, I think yes, Troll, but also you're doing a good job. I mean, you're doing pretty good against both of them yourself right now.
Yeah, you're basically you could kill by yourself if you just spam a bunch of units on. If he did a militia rush here, actually, he could probably.
He could take the city. Yeah, I don't think it would be worth it because he needs to still take Washington in order for it to It would definitely hurt the Americans player, but.
Well, if he's got a ton of food. If you look at Troll's food, he could spam out easily another 6-7 citizens.
That is true. Yeah, he is going to go for Civic 2 instead. He needs to get that economy up a little bit higher, but I actually didn't have militia. On this side, looks like Blov is just recovering just really, really slowly. Yeah, that's a lot of floating resources to have this late into the game. Let's take a look at how Fatabi's doing. Fortunately for Fatabi, he's gotten up another wood camp after going Civic. And, you know, Fatabi does go to the school of I hate science. Looks like he has not gotten science 1, even with a bunch of 5 other techs already. 6 other techs, including classical age.
Yeah, he's just focusing on other things right now.
Yeah.
He's got good knowledge income. Plenty of gold, obviously, being Inca. And he had a little siege going here on Jiangyin, but kind of a waste of time. I wouldn't even bother really with Blov here. I think you're better off just rotating up, go to Regensburg, or help double Troll. Just kill.
Yeah, or I mean, just do what he's been doing, which is continuous raids in the back.
Yes.
Because that's keeping Lankesh from being able to utilize Germans to the full power, because they just keep getting raided.
True. Yep, you're right. Yeah, he could just keep those steady raids going and just let his teammates kill here. Even though Daddy's just in full boom mode, he does have a small little army at Faridabad.
Yeah, and Daddy's realized, okay, they have to rotate here, because Daddy realized, okay, well, V's behind, Daddy's way ahead, he's gonna boom up and just, At this point, Troll doesn't need to waste time attacking into his opponents, so...
The Troll's making a mistake here. He's sieging this temple down. Let's just go for the tower. Forget that temple. You already have the city reduced. All you're going to do is allow him to build another temple and then get hit points back. So just go for the tower and go for the lookout.
Yep.
So I don't know why. Maybe he thought he was doing the temple. Sometimes when you're zoomed all the way out, you think you're attacking one unit instead of the other. So maybe that's what happened. Just not paying attention.
Yeah, looks like Fatabi's going to lose his catapult, but might be able to pick off a light horse in return. Yeah, picks off a light horse. Might actually get a phalanx also, but timely force march from Blove is going to save all of his units.
Well, Fatabi's requesting in the chat if you could look at the kill-death ratios.
Yeah, of course. Wow. Good job, Fatabi. Wow.
From those raids, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, really nice raids. Fatabi patting himself on the back. Should give himself a pat on the back because this...
Yeah, well deserved,
I mean,
man. Great raids there.
Yeah. And Blove's just kind of letting him walk all over him.
Yeah.
No tower, no
really...
defenses here, nothing. He's just...
Yeah, when you think of Inca, you don't think of raiding nation. So good job there.
Yeah, nice work.
Of using an economic defensive nation to really be aggressive. And it looks like Troll is going to take out this temple.
Huzzah, he got the temple.
But that's stupid because, like I said, they can just drop a new temple that's going to make Atlanta get some hit points back.
Yeah, but if we look at... Let's compare Troll versus V right now. Troll's doing better on every single aspect aside from army. He has more population, he has more income in every single aspect. He's just doing way better. He's using way more rares. His opponent only has Pappy. Troll's library is going to be a little bit better soon because he's going to be able to age up sooner.
Well, yeah, he's got sugar and silver, so he's going to be able to age way faster. And you see Daddy's now aging, so this is going to be probably
it's gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, look at this army. 4 elephants, a 5th one, and a 6th one coming out from Daddy.
That's the right move. They're going to all instantly upgrade, so you're going to have 6 fully armored elephants. With the archers on their back, so they get the range.
Yeah,
could just rotate up, and they could, if he just rotated up, they could probably insta kill V.
Yeah, and let's compare knowledge incomes plus 175 for Daddy compared to plus 79 for Lankesh. Looks like he's not even gonna finish that bribe off before Senator gets sniped, and this city's going down. Would like to see Daddy get Trebuchet upgrade.
Yeah, it looks like Daddy just killed the senator, 300 gold there.
Yeah,
he's gonna take this.
6 elephants just walking in. Lankesh is gonna lose the city handily. And that looks like GG to me. I mean, they're not gonna.
Yeah, no, it is. They're done. Yeah, and then you got Inca booming in the back and raiding. Fatabi's aging. Blove once again. I'm not sure what he's doing. I guess it's just the raids. The raids have just been harassing.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not only like
steady raiding here. He just took out the Amber now. He's gonna come back, probably take out these miners here.
Yeah, can go back for relics soon. And like, it's not only that Blove has been raided himself; it's also he's failed to prevent other raids. It's not Fatabi's only targeting Blove. Fatabi's raiding all of his opponents, whereas Blove's not even able to deal with like 2 heavy cavalry, which just shows his inexperience and lack of skill, unfortunately. Does look like Regensburg.
It's just a bad break. Yeah.
Just like Regensburg is just gonna be held off for a little bit here, and Troll's just like, okay, well, obviously V's not gonna be attacking anytime soon, so I'm just gonna boom up. V's still quite a ways from aging, needs to pump out, needs to get another caravan, needs to spend those resources a bit more, because otherwise he's just gonna. I mean, I think this game is over. Otherwise, like.
No, it's over. It's over. There's no way they can win this here. You're just letting Inca boom, win raid. Indians now have a ton of units. So, I think there's no chance of Strat winning this here.
Yeah.
Alright, should we just fast forward?
Yeah, let's do it. Props to Strat for playing it out, but they are really behind. Really, really, really far behind.
Yeah, too far behind.
Yeah.
You can't let your... I mean, you look at all the rares they're using.
Yeah, look at these insane rares for Gotti here.
Yeah.
Daddy's
I
gonna
mean,
go
you're not.
protect Beijing. There's a couple towers there at Beijing. There's a lot of units from V who's done a decent job booming up, but I don't know. It's oh, Beijing actually does get taken. I'm gonna slow down here so viewers can see it. Beijing is taken back, and these towers are gonna start putting in work for the Daddy team. But Fatabi's gonna go take out Beijing or Shanghai soon, so.
I mean, V does have a ridiculous Colossus army, so credit to him for that.
Yeah, but look at his economy. It's terrible at this
Yeah.
point. He didn't hold the city, so now he's dead. All right, I'm gonna continue my fast forwarding. Thought for a moment that Strat had a chance there, but now they're done. So.
Yeah, Shanghai's gonna fall soon. And you see Fatabi just continually raiding in the back.
Yeah, there's a pikeman here just sitting on amber. Yeah.
And now Daddy's gonna send an elephant in the back just to harass.
Looks like they're gonna double V, but they're actually gonna have similar army size total. But it looks like they are just gonna walk over the city and capture it. Oh no, it's gonna get large. On this side, Fatabi is just sieging away at Shanghai. Bluff's dead. He has no population, no eco.
Yeah.
And that is gonna be the game in the match.
Yeah, Daddy, Fatabi, both gunpowder. There's no way you're stopping this gunpowder elephants. All right, so 2-0 there.
Yeah, well played from Call of Daddy and Strat. Again, we just saw a bunch of blunders, and that ultimately gave away the game both times. Because I think they had chances to win this game. I think they just needed to be a little bit more aggressive. They need to take less damage from the raid, and Bluff actually need to do something, basically.
Yep, I agree. It's just 2 games in a row we didn't see Bluff really show up at all. Maybe he just wasn't into it.
Maybe,
I guess.
or out of practice or something.
Yeah.
Now we see an Indian monarch with 5 gun mahouts. This game's gonna be over very soon.
Yeah.
If you look at the scores, they're nearly double their opponent's scores. GG is called. Well played. All right. Let's quickly take a look at the game stats here. Does look like Daddy ended with the most kills because he got that nice boom going early. Nice work from him. And that is going to wrap up this match in series. It's going to be 2-0 in favor of Call of Daddy. If Call of Daddy can win this next match against LAT Team 2, they're going to be into the top 8. And LAT Team 2 and Strat are going to be knocked out.
Yeah. So that's yeah, that's true. So if LAT wins, then we have a tie again, right?
If LAT wins and then LAT wins against Strat, then LAT is in. Otherwise, we have a tie.
Right.
All
so
right.
If Daddy wins here, Daddy's in.
Yeah. So that's going to do it for this first match. Oldie, do you have time to cast...
The LAT series, yeah.
Okay. So let's... I'm going to go to our... this screen. Here we go. I'm going to hit made a little be right back sign. We'll be back in around 5 minutes while we prepare the other match for you guys. Hope everybody is excited for LAT Team 2 versus Call of Daddy. That's going to be the next match. All right, be back in 5 minutes. welcome back. I'm going to turn off this Be Right Back sign. So we're now going to be casting LAT Team 2 versus Call of Daddy. This is going to be another tiebreaker match, and we're going to it's going to be a little bit tricky here because first of all, this game was played as a 2v2, and yeah, and that's a bit unfortunate. And hold on, sorry. It's going to be played as a 2v2, and then also we did understand there was a drop that happened in this game. Fatabi, if you're in the chat and you played this game, can you tell us if the game number 1 that you guys sent us is that dropped game, or is it just the actual game number 1? Because I understand the drop happened and then there was a replay.
Yeah, because we don't want to get through a 48-minute and then there's a drop and then you guys restarted the game.
Yeah.
So, if that is the case, if he doesn't respond in the next couple minutes, we can just play it, and then if it drops, it's like whatever. We'll just go to the next replay, I guess, and see if it's the same.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I just want to double check.
Let me see, maybe if.
All right. Just 1 second, folks. We are just kind of juggling a bunch of things at the same time in the moment. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that it's fine.
Yeah. Oops. Fuck. Oh no. Oh my god. Sorry for the bad language. I need 2 minutes to clean up my water spill, which spilled all over my computer.
And pairs a noob in life. Can't even drink water without spilling it.
All right, let's get this over with. Everything's very much a mess. Okay, and then we see Fatabi in the chat says it is not a dropped game. Apologies for that delay, folks. I moved rooms. Everything's going. There's chaos happening in my house right now. Apologies for that. My foot is soaked. But let's jump into game number 1 of Call of Daddy. Or we gotta talk about the players here. For LAT Team 2, we've got LAT Oso, LAT Quetzalcoatl, and LAT Corey. They're up against Call of Daddy, which is XXX Daddy, Fatabi, Troll, and AS versus a Job, which is Psychologist. So we'll definitely see. We do see the bans here. The LAT Team 2 can't pick Turks, Indians, and Aztecs, as well as Call of Duty can't pick Lakota, Americans, or Aztecs. Pretty interesting, pretty standard bans. Let's take a look at game number 1, shall we, Oldie?
Yep.
Alright, this is Call of Duty versus LAT Team 2. Alright, so unfortunately, again, folks, this was played as a 2v2. Let's get started, Oldie. I'm at 1 second, if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this does look like Great Lakes. Great Lakes matches usually go quite long, but given that it's 2v2, I'm not actually sure what will happen. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. For Call of Duty, we've got Fatabi and Daddy playing against the LAT team, which is Corey and Oso. Fatabi has Iroquois, Daddy has Japanese, Corey has Japanese, and Oso has Americans. I think clearly Americans are better than Iroquois on this map, so do give the edge to the LAT team here in terms of nations, but we'll see. You know, having 2 Japs players means anything can really happen, so. Alright.
Yep, that's right.
And again, let's briefly review what this match means for both teams. If LAT Team 2 wins, then they just need 1 more win in order to make it in the top 8. They need to win against the STRAT team. Whereas if Call of Duty win here, then they can make it into the top 8 and knock out LAT Team 2 and the STRAT team. And finally, I was gonna ask, I don't know what will happen if we ever see another 3-way tie. You know, if it's a rock paper scissors situation. I still need to ask Connor because I keep forgetting what will happen. Connor says 2v2. OMG. Oh no, this is bad. Connor, should we still cast it? They're played the games. I think we should still cast it. So.
Yeah, I just cast it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already. Who cares at this point?
Connor says bye. Bye, Connor. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Alright, so it does look like Fatabi is on the top side and Call of Duty's way on the bottom side. Japanese and Iroquois and Japanese respectively. And we've got Oso, the American player, on the left side, and Corey, the other Japanese player, on the top side.
Yep.
Let's run through the rares quickly because we do have a bit of time before the game fires up. For the Call of Duty side, they've got Silk right next to Onondaga. They've got Dai above Daddy's territory. There's Sugar on the right of Daddy's capital. There's Diamonds, which is right between Daddy and Oso. I think the Japs player will be able to grab that. And then there's also Horses that's kind of exposed for Fatabi and Daddy there. And then in the middle there's Spice. And then for the LAT team, they've got, they've got Wine, Citrus, there's Furs here, which is also kind of exposed. There's Marble. There's Silver right next to Washington, and that's pretty much it.
Yep, nothing too exciting.
Yeah, I do think, especially for an Iroquois player who, Iroquois aren't the greatest at booming. They have not that great archers in medieval age, and they don't really get a ton of great economic advantages. For an Iroquois player who might be quite aggressive, I think Silk's actually a really good rare for this map. You can go for that Com 2 Despot build, really put pressure on your opponent, although, it's kind of hard. It's going to be hard to put pressure against a Japanese opponent,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but Silk is always good on this map because, like you said, Com 2 is pretty standard.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Diamonds and Silver are good too. So those will be fought over.
Yeah, definitely.
Presumably.
Although I will say Diamonds are not as great on this map because there's so much wealth from the lakes, but it is still pretty good rare. For the lakes wise, it looks like LAT have the short end of the stick, unfortunately for them. There's a pretty big lake here, but it's also reachable by Fatabi. Oh, actually Fatabi also has gems. I didn't realize that, sorry. And there's only a 3 in the back, and they can't even reach it with Oso's current border push. And this is a 3 as well, but it's also reachable by by Daddy, who can Civ immediately. And if Atabi or Daddy Civ towards this back here, then they can easily be able to get access to this. Was it 5? Yeah, 5 fish there.
Yep. Yeah, it's a nice big lake there.
So, I think the map favors, currently the map favors, at least the locations of stuff, it favors Call of Daddy, but again, Americans is much better on this map than Iroquois is. We're going to have to see if Fatabi can manage to string anything together. Yeah.
Yep. We'll see. They're pretty close together at the bottom here, so we'll see if Daddy gets real aggressive and just, this is an aggressive build here. Tries to kill fast.
Yeah, it does look like Daddy's going to go for a second wood camp. I think that's a good choice. It looks like he's going to go for a Com 2 build, given that they have Silk. Needs to get up a market soon, though, so he can actually be able to get access to it. And, actually, wait. He doesn't have water. He's going for the dock on the top side.
Yeah, that's fine. There's 4 fish up there.
And I don't think they've realized... Well, they do realize Corey is there, but are they going to use this fish?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, they'll just fight for it. That's fine.
Yeah, and Corey will have the advantage in the long term because she has citrus, but it is going to be hard fighting 2v1, especially if Oso doesn't go Civ there early.
Yeah, and then as soon as Fatabi civs, they'll be able to get to that 5 lake anyways, so they'll be able to back out of that lake if they need to. But early on, it'll be fine. They can use it for now.
Yeah.
And Japs Iroquois, of course, plenty of food bonuses, so they'll be okay for food. It's just the gold is what's going to be key there.
Yeah, and also you don't want to get raided early on this map, but it does look like Corey has the faster start. It does look like Daddy is a little on the slow end. But Corey doesn't have that second wood camp, which could be the difference, especially if they fight over this wood early, or this lake early. Corey now going to get up that wood camp, but Daddy's actually has enough food for Mill now. I think I would like to see Mill from either. I think I would like to see Mill from the Iroquois player actually. He's actually gone for a Civic instead. I don't think this is a good choice. I think you could just go for Mill, get a land raid going or get a water raid going, they have died. They can make use of that. Although have they scouted it? Let's see. No, they haven't scouted it. And in fact, they've done not a super great job scouting. Neither team has, but alas. Looks like Daddy's saving up for Commerce 2. Does he have a merchant on the way? Let's see. Where's this one going? This one's not going there. Where's this one going? This one's going to diamonds. No, it looks like he doesn't have a merchant on the way. I'm not sure where this one's going.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out we're not getting early aggression here. Oh, no, there's Mill coming from Corey now. So
yeah, and I think that's a good choice from Corey.
Yeah,
she recognizes as well. Both my opponents are using the fish here, so if I can deny this, that'll be really, really good. Or at least force them to go Mill early. And Corey's not going to be hurting for economy. I mean, that's a really excellent economy at this point in the game.
Yeah, and you can see Daddy's going for the Wonder build here anyways, so he's not even going to have any military to fight there for a little while.
Oh, I see.
So,
okay.
Yeah. Either Colossus or Gardens. I'm not sure which one. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and looks like Corey gave a bunch of resources to Oso, because Oso's also going to go for a Wonder build, but his food income's actually really, really low. I don't know where all his food is. He needs another something. He's going to have silver.
Got some fish. Yeah, he'll be okay. He's got another fish coming. It looks like Colossus money here for Oso.
It looks like Colossus money for Daddy as well. Oso still needs to get this merchant down. Should have sent it out a little bit earlier. I think Corey's been sending him resources. Let's take a quick look.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, lots of resources.
Daddy's gonna beat him too. It looks like here.
Yeah, I mean, it's still okay. It's not terrible, right? Oso can just get up the Hanging Gardens, but I mean, this is a pretty big waste of resources. 300 resources down the garbage drain when you send resources like that. And it
was a 42% corruption, so you're losing so much money.
Yeah, and if we quickly compare the scores, I mean, look like they're down like 300 points this early. It's pretty annoying. Although Corey is doing a good job harassing the water. If she can use citrus, maybe that'd be quite effective.
Yeah, she definitely needs to use citrus there just to help her ships last a little longer.
Oso's actually going to go for a mill now, and cancels it. I think canceling it was a good choice. And got to put down pyramids. Huh?
Yeah.
Oldie and I agree.
Bad.
No, don't.
Yeah, it's
no.
a bad call. Pyramids is a fine wonder, but not here.
No.
Yeah, I think that was a bad call there.
Yeah. And, you know, we see Oso getting sent all those resources. That's really, really hurt Corey. Look at her economy.
Yeah.
Look at her resources. And Corey's lost access to all the fish. Only has 70 food income. I think it ended up really not working out for them here in this spot. And I think Oso needs to make something. And Corey says you need to kill in 5 minutes. I think that's true. I think if
yeah, and if you look at the resources sent, Corey sent 1,200, but they only received 700. They lost over 500 in resource from those trades. So what could you do with 500, resources? That's crazy to lose. That's like a cap sack almost.
Yeah, it's a ton of resources. Let's see.
Waste.
Oh, Corey's gonna give even more food. Corey's like, okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm dead. I don't know if this is a good choice. I think, yeah. And we do see Despot coming from the Americans player.
No, that's fine. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I mean, if they're gonna go for it, go for it. Right?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what will happen. Yeah. Americans player has a pretty bad economy, and actually, I think going for that pyramids now is not a good choice. Like pyramid wonders are good when you can invest in them.
Yeah, it was no point. It was, and especially you're not gonna build a city. You might as well get the city down fast. So if you're gonna go with pyramids, at least use the power of it.
Yeah, and also if you look at the terrain, it really favors Daddy here. There's a river right in front of Kyoto. Yeah. There's a ton of trees and mountains. It kind of forms like a natural border. And now he sees, okay, Despot, and let's see what happens, what he's going to do. I would like to see a stable put down immediately.
Yeah, there's a choke point here. There's no way it's going to be very hard to kill Daddy here.
Yeah, and Oso needs to kill Daddy, like, outright, and then still have a decent boom going on, because Fatabi's taking no damage. He's moving along. He's gone for Commerce 2 with Silk, He's doing a good job. He's going to have a Com 2 Despot and kill Corey easily, so, yeah.
Yeah, and now you see Corey still sending resources. Now over 2,000 sent, only 1,200 received. So that's a minus of 800. So they've lost 800 in resources from sending. That's a big loss.
Yeah, and this is one of those spots where I think Oso really shouldn't have gone for Despot early. He should have saved up a little bit more and just snuck into the capital and gotten Despot that way. At this point, you've given away the rush. You've given away your chance of winning, I think. He does have a lot more units. If you look at this, he has 9-10 units compared to...
where's he going to go with them? Like you said...
I think he's just going to march in with heavy infantry.
Yeah, but it's going to be hard to take those cities. I mean, maybe he'll get the first city. Okay, fine. But how are you going to get Kyoto like that? One tower at Kyoto is going to stop that.
Well, he does have 6 heavy infantry. If he just built some more heavy infantry, it could be...
Well, he needs to upgrade them too, though.
Yeah. He's taking his sweet time with upgrading them, though. Well, these are a lot of units, and Daddy's in a good amount of trouble. He needs to make more units, needs to get a stable down. I think he should just ditch this top city here.
Just forget the top city. Just put a tower at Kyoto, get a stable up, like you said, start spamming some units up. Even if he takes that city, fine. Build another city back, so you'll get another city up producing, maybe buy sugar there.
Yeah, nice little bribe from Daddy. He has no units, but that's pretty much a unit kill plus a unit gain for himself.
Yep.
Not really impressed with how Oso's handled this thus far. He hasn't upgraded any of his units. He has wine, which makes all his upgrades super cheap, but he's not doing a super great job. I'm not impressed at all. Now he's going for Mill 2. Doesn't need it. He just needs to upgrade his units to have a chance of winning this fight. Does look like Daddy doesn't have a tower quite yet, and doesn't have militia. So he, if Oso did this well, he could have won, but I think he's going to lose instead.
Yeah, he could have won easily. He's got horses, good use of horses here in the archers. I'm not sure why Daddy didn't get any horses out.
Yeah, I mean, Oso just needs to upgrade the units.
Yeah, the rule for thumb is, I mean, get horses as soon as you can. Get them. They're just such effective units, especially against archers.
Despot's nearly dead. 5 HP.
Yeah, he's just letting it get sniped. He's not moving it around at all. And you got to pay attention there. I mean, he could easily just ambush, and the Despot would survive.
Well, the Despot's still here.
Like, yeah, it looks like he's gonna survive. He's gonna survive because he empties the city. He should have sniped the Despot first.
The city is gonna go down.
But still
still not upgrading. Now he's gonna get Phalanx finally. But the tower, this tower is gonna finish from Daddy, and he's gonna have plenty of time. He has a ton of resources banked. Doesn't quite have a stable. I'm not really impressed with how either player is playing this game. On this side, Fatabi's just spending a good time booming along, gonna go for Senator. Whereas Corey is she's like resigned. She's dead. She put her last city in the back here.
Yeah, she's done. She's given all her resources to Oso here.
Yeah, and Oso needs to move. He needs to make something happen, but his execution was just a build off. This is a really cheeky build, really interesting build, but it's not that great in this spot because he hasn't done a super great job executing.
Yeah, he's finally upgrading his units, but that tower's going to come up. That's going to help defend. You know, Daddy's going to be able to get militia and attrition, so that's going to help. That Despot's, you know, 1-2 karate chops away from dying. So he needs to protect that Despot here.
Yeah, I will say this has been a pretty entertaining game despite everybody misplaying in some form or another. Daddy's actually going to get up a second tower, and that's going to be the end of this rush, and probably the end of the game.
Yeah, it'll stop this rush.
Attrition is coming along for Daddy now. Still doesn't have militia. Very entertaining.
Yeah, very interesting. But I would love to see him just come, bring 20 militia and karate chop the Despot, and then
attrition, let them burn.
Yeah.
This city's not going to go down. There's only a couple Phalanx. And Oso's going to go for Science too because, you know, why not? Might as well.
Yeah, it's silver anyways.
Yeah.
So you might as well just
yeah. He's trying his best. Corey says it's GG.
Yeah, he's actually not trying his best, but he's trying.
All right.
But I mean, this isn't a best effort. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Very cheeky build. Didn't work out at all, but it was funny, at least.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. And you see Fatabi raiding the wood in the back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is GG. It's just kind of a pointless dead game now.
Let's fast forward.
Corey is gonna age though finally.
Yeah.
15 minutes later.
Yeah. 15 minutes Japanese age, no problem. You know, whatever.
Yep. On lakes.
Yep.
And Kyoto's a Despot coming from Corey.
I mean, she recognizes she's behind, I guess. Now Oso has a decent sized army, and
Daddy's
aged, so yeah.
And Corey's dead.
Yep. Corey loses her capital, Fatabi's in the back there, and now Oso's going to lose his capital. It is going to be GG. GG is called.
Yeah, a bit of a head scratcher there. Not sure. I mean, I get the intention there from LAT, get aggressive, but then forget the pyramid, just build units. Or if you do build a pyramid, get your second city down fast so you get your economy up. You know, use the bonus of the pyramid.
Yeah.
Just was a failed rush, kind of a half-hearted rush.
Yeah.
But again, look at the resources sent versus resources received, and you can see how much was lost there.
Yeah, over nearly 1,000 resources down the drain. Yeah. Really poor.
It's just that's a lot of economy. That's a lot of units. Yeah. Just not a good use of resources there. I understand, you know, maybe a few here or there, maybe food, you know, to rush age. Okay, that's fine. But, you know, after that...
Yeah, Corey just threw away her entire game there, so...
Yeah.
Alright, well that is going to be 1-0 in favor of Call of Daddy here.
And now they're one away from PLA.
Yeah, one away from top
PLA.
8.
Yep.
And in the meantime, I've regained my wits. I'm no longer tilted from spilling water all over my computer. And I'm ready to cast this game, which could be the last game, the final decider game in the group stage. We will cast the other games in the group stage at some point, you know.
Yep. Yeah, when we get some time.
All right, and it looks like a fitting end on Sahara, possibly. LAT clearly doesn't want it to end. All right, so oldie, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, so are on Sahara, one of the more exciting maps. Let's see if we can get an exciting game here. See if LAT can prevent themselves and man, I'm so blanking, and STRAT from getting knocked out. But that game, it looked like Daddy and Fatabi were in control the whole time. So,
Well, look, LAT had, like I said, an aggressive idea early. That just the execution wasn't there. It was like a half-hearted rush. You know,
yeah.
If you're gonna do that kind of rush, you just got to commit to the whole thing.
Yeah, let's take a look at let's take a look at the players and their nations. We've got Troll who's replaced with Fatabi with Maya, Daddy with Indians, Corey with Nubians, one of her favorites it looks like, and Osa with Greeks. I think I like the Maya Indians combo on this map a little bit more, but you know, if Corey gets some excellent rares, or the Greek player can get Pappy and get that Science 2 Mill 2 a medieval age build to go in, you know, maybe the LAT team could have a better set of nations.
Yeah, I think it'll come down to the rares here. I think, and can they protect the rares too? So we see Troll step into for Fatabi. He's more of a boomer. And Maya's defensive nation. That's nice for him. He'll be able to just defend and boom.
Yeah,
so,
and we see Troll immediately in the chat has said, if they split us, I'll rush. Immediately dispelling all these thing, but alas.
Yeah, he's not rushing. He's full of shit. He's not gonna rush.
Yeah, does look like he's gonna go for a city in the center. Corey's gone for a city in the backside. Let's talk about the rares that Corey's gonna have access to early here. Cotton is a nice rare, but that's about it. Let's just see have around here. There's Pappy over there. That's really nice to have, especially for the Greek player. There's Spice. But that's about it that's near her. Her teammate Oso is way far over there, but they do have furs on the edge of his territory. No wealth rares, unfortunately, for Corey, which she really wanted. There is Bison here, which she could use if they scouted early.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know, of course, Bison's one of the best rares for Nubian player.
Yeah. On the other side, the rares, they've got Citrus, meh, and then all the should be all the rares in the back they should have access to. There's gems in the corner, sugar, diamonds, silk, wine. On the top side, there's copper, and then next to Delhi, there's horses and relic. And
but this is nice for Daddy here. Horses, that's great for those elephants.
Yeah, you know, if Daddy can use and protect all of the rares in the back, you know, sugar, diamonds, and gems, they clearly have the better rares. But you know, their opponents, if they're able to raid early, if they're able to deny their opponents from using sugar and diamonds, you know, what are they left with? They're left with citrus and horses and relics. Those are, and wine maybe. You know, those are kind of meh rares. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, for Daddy, look, if he could control horses, sugar,
Corey has
diamond.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, if Daddy can control horses, sugar, diamond, and cotton, that's about all he needs, because that's going to make those elephants super cheap, can produce them real fast, and he should be able to just hammer it out. So we'll see how he does that there.
Yeah, you know, I'm definitely interested to see what sort of build we're going to see from Oso. I really would like to see that, again, that Science 2 Mill 2 and then Age build, because they do have a couple food rares. You know, they've got furs, they've got spice, they probably have access to bison. So no need to get that second Civ, so maybe you can go for an early Age and try to kill your opponent straight up. And also, you know, but this could be hard against a Mayan player who's just booming along, has that center position, has a great mine right here. So I'm not really sure who has the edge. I think it depends on how fast Corey is. Currently, she's doing kind of okay. Needs to get some more citizens going and another farm, so she can get that food income up. But other than that, you know.
Yeah. No, this is a good spot. Troll's got a great position in the middle here, a ton of wood. He's going to control that. And I like... Daddy's not too far away. And Daddy can use all that wood too if he needs it. So,
yeah.
But you don't need too much wood early. because your costs don't go up.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Let's take a look at the rune bonuses here early on. Corey only has 1, Troll has 3, and the other 2 players have 5 each. So definitely, clearly, Daddy has slightly better runes, and Corey's unfortunately just for her a little bit slow. Needs to get up another farm, I think. The food income's a little low, but other than that, she's still doing all right. Has a couple rares. Now this spice merchant's getting raided by a citizen. It's just gonna force this merchant to move away eventually. I don't think it's really worth the scouting time that Daddy's gonna lose, but whatever.
Yeah.
Looks like we do see libraries getting up. The Mayan player already has Commerce 1. Here, I think I would like to see Oso go for probably Civic first, actually. Just to civ forward, make sure he grabs furs and possibly bison, and then commerce, because he does have the money, but it looks like, I don't know what he spent all his food on. Just a bunch of citizens, maybe? Another wood camp? Another wood camp, okay. Don't really like that choice. No need for that much wood early on.
Coming Civ 1 coming here from Daddy.
Yeah,
sure
skipping commerce. Looks like he's just gonna civ forward. Maybe he's trying to luck into another wood camp or something.
Yeah, that could be, or maybe some rares. Yeah, not a whole lot going on here early.
Yeah, everybody's kind of split far apart because it does look like
Yeah.
the LAT team have let their opponents get access to the middle. So, and it does look like the Mine player is probably going to be able to secure Bison soon enough. Here, Oso hasn't even scouted furs. Bit of an unfortunate break for him.
Yeah. Yeah. But Corey is using cotton, wool, spice, so she's getting some decent income here.
Yeah, she really wants wealth rares, but unfortunately they only have amber. Basically, that's their only wealth rare. On the other side, they don't really have any easily protected ones, and in fact, Daddy have done a pretty terrible job scouting in the back line. They only scout gems in the corner. Haven't seen any of the other rares or done a particularly good job scouting overall.
Yeah, but that's gonna hurt them.
But again, admittedly, neither have their opponents. They've only scouted silk in the back. They have seen gems as well, but neither team's scouting is really spectacular here.
Nope, just kind of standard here. But I do like the city did work out pretty well for Daddy here because he's really putting pressure on Corey. All she can really do is build across, and it looks like Troll's now going to build into Oso as well. So they're being aggressive here with these forward cities. I think it's going to help them.
And it does look like Oso is going to unfortunately end up taking the spot that doesn't have furs, which means furs is going to be a bit exposed. Again, they just didn't do a super great job scouting, so they're not going to see furs. Which Troll is using, and he's going to be able to use. That's a nice pickup for him. But I guess...
We are seeing Mill. Mill is coming from Corey here. I don't know if that's the best move. It's going to slow her down a bit.
Yeah, I don't think... well, I guess maybe she could be trying to skip Civic, which is a possibility. Looks like this merchant's going to get chased down by some citizens. Troll's probably going to kill it. Oh, he kills it.
Yep.
Bit sloppy play from Corey. Losing a merchant like that to citizens? I don't know. Yeah. And Corey's economy is really suffering at this point. She's pulled some citizens to build this barracks, but she needs to get her income up a little higher. Needs to get that food income to 100, all the other incomes and stuff, What's happening here? I don't know what's happening. Why is this merchant so dead? Greek's player's gonna get mill, and the Maya player's also gonna get mill. They've scouted sugar.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty slow game number 1 here, or game number 2 here.
Yeah, I expected a lot more action early, especially with Maya in the middle. I thought maybe he'd go rage, but he's going to sit back and boom.
Yeah, and looks like they're going to fight over this bison here, but the tower is going to go up for the Mayan player. Mayan player has a slightly faster building speed 20% faster, and also stronger buildings, and that 2 more arrows. So this tower is easily going to capture control of Bison here for the Call of Daddy team. Nice little tower there. And Corey's lack of civic is really hurting her. She only has plus 50 food income.
Yeah, she's got a big raiding party gonna raid this wood. That's
if she can kill all the citizens here, it's not terrible because Daddy doesn't have mill, but these citizens are gonna walk away. She might be able to pick off 1 or 2 of them, but
yeah,
there's nothing.
But she's only got 60 food, so that's hurting right now.
Yeah, I don't know what she's spending so much food on. She put on another wood camp or something. I don't know. Sold it maybe? Not entirely sure. Does look like she's gonna go over to raid Mayapan, which I think is a good choice. Just want to raid both your opponents, maybe hope Oso can make something happen on this side. Oso's food income has also been hurt after losing his Bison Merchant to a tower. The raid's gonna start over here.
Yep, nice raid here.
Yeah. Troll's barracks in the front, which, is good because he doesn't expect to get raided in the back here, but Corey's doing a nice job making sure that she uses those units, even though I think it would have been better to go Civ early. She's actually also using gems, and she's sharing that with Troll here. Both of them just being comrades, sharing their love of precious minerals.
That's right. A good raid here from Troll now on Oso's wood camp.
Yeah, this archer is going to be really annoying, and Oso gonna send in a slinger. That's the correct response. Just make sure get that bowman driven off. And actually, I'm not sure why Troll's banking so many resources. You could be going for age now. I don't really know what the money is for. Still haven't found diamonds or silk.
Yeah, that sucks because they need the gold.
Yeah. On Sahara, one of the
Mill 2 coming from Corey. Did you see this?
Without furs, what? What?
I guess coming for the rush, going for the hard rush here.
Yeah, this is just a really slow hard rush. You're not even close to aging. What are you doing? She's making hoplite. It looks like she's just gonna try for a hoplite rush on the capital or something.
Yeah, but you don't need mill 2 for that.
No, you don't. You're just slowing yourself down. That could be an extra 2 hoplites.
Yeah, exactly. I guess maybe hoplite. Maybe she'll do like 4 hoplites, a siege, and a couple heavy cavalry. Maybe that could work.
Does look like Troll lost that bowman that was raiding earlier, and looks like Oso might stumble into furs, and that's really unfortunate for Corey because Corey is the one who went for mill 2 early. Yeah, it looks like she's going for a heavy infantry rush. I don't think that's going to work out. Oso's actually going to go for Colossus. I'm not sure I love that choice.
Yeah, especially with you gotta kind of see what your teammate's up to. If your teammate's going mill 2 here, probably be best to go help her, whatever she's gonna do with that, rather than sit back and boom. But you are Greeks though, at least, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't think if you're, I don't think you need this Colossus. I think you just want to do that Science 2, mill 2 build I was talking about earlier using Pappy.
And go like fast age.
Yeah, you're gonna have a decent boom regardless. So I think you don't necessarily need Colossus. Just have a couple more archers, raid your opponents in the back or something. And now we see Troll gonna pick off this Gems Merchant, but actually now there's a heavy infantry from Oso that's walking away from this merchant that's very exposed. So this merchant's might be able to get away. I'm not entirely sure. On this side, Corey still is nowhere close to aging, still doesn't have Civic yet. And we've seen this in, I think, versus a LAT game. Here we see a very large raiding party. Corey's actually going to give away that she's made all these heavy infantry here. Daddy should cancel this 10 gardens, I think. Just stop making it, cancel it, get more archers.
Troll says in the chat they desperate rush.
Yeah, so, that looks like what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Again, this is just bad communication. Like, why is Oso going for Colossus if they're gonna rush?
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. He should have just read what his partner's doing here. 5 heavy infantry coming in. No archers, no slingers. Oh no, it's got some. Never mind. They got a couple support units. at least one archer and one slinger, so it'll help protect a little bit. And it looks like she's gonna try and dive bound around to Delhi, maybe.
Yeah, and actually, you know, I think this is something that I've just thought of, and I'm not sure if it's a good idea, Oldie. Let's hear your thoughts on it. If you know your opponent's gonna rush you like this, you can actually just hold off building the Senate. Just don't build the Senate.
Yeah, that's typically what I would do. Just wait maybe 2 minutes to see where they're gonna show up, and then
you know.
In this case, though, he's got a tower going up. He's got a bunch of bowmen and a stable, so that should be fine. But yeah, I think I agree with you. Typically, just give him a minute to see where this rush is going to show up at, and then you can just send it to the other city.
I think he needs to make another bowman or two. It's still a little scary, you know.
Yeah, it is. But a senator coming out, 2 bowmen, some horses shortly. You know, an elephant probably would be nice. You know, she's going to give it away by walking right by these horses here that she's coming in. And she's going to come right into a tower and a senator. It's going to be GG.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to...
I mean, she's dead, right? Like, she has no economy at this point. The phalanx isn't even finished upgrading. There's 2 archers here, a senator, and there's going to be militia very soon, maybe attrition.
Yeah, she's going to have to retreat. I mean, it's not a complete fail here. You can retreat, save all these units, as many as you can, let them upgrade, go back, get your civic down, and just you are Nubians after all, so you can.
Yeah, but I mean, look at her economy. 60 food income at this point in the game is really, really bad.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's definitely going to slow her down. But I'm just saying, it's not a complete loss yet. You haven't lost your entire army. Just bring them all the way back. If you could save your entire army, that's great. Regroup, get a city up in front here, and then push again, because Maduri, this front city of Madurai is pretty exposed.
Yeah, it's just a temple. That's the only static defense.
Yeah.
So looks like there is militia though for Daddy.
Yeah, but she already is mill 2. She could get at least 1 siege. 2 would be ideal. And just you know, maybe get a senator out to help. You need at least a senator to come help. Yeah, would be nice.
Here we see Troll's gone for a Civic 3 or Civic 2. Sorry, not Civic 3. Sorry, Troll.
Well, now Corey's just going on a raiding party with his giant army, I guess.
Yeah, nice army raid? Question mark. I don't know. She didn't.
Yeah, but she's gonna. Yeah, but she's gonna go back. Only thing back here is copper, which no one's using.
Yeah, what she needs to do is split up the army and just spread it out, like completely cover this swath of area. If she gets like 5 or 6 merchant kills, like maybe they're still in the game, but she's way behind. Look at her score compared to the other players.
Yeah, it's bad news for her. Or like I said, if she could have regrouped back to the front here, she's got a big enough army with some horses they could take, because those hoplites are actually pretty good against the elephant.
Yeah.
2 hoplites can kill an elephant pretty quick, so you just got to protect your hoplites from, especially your upgraded ones, whatever they're called, phalanx.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can protect them, you can kill that elephant fast. But now, looks like Troll's bringing some units over. Another tower going up, so yeah. Daddy's going to be well defended, and Corey's just going to go raiding with this huge raiding party.
Yeah, only now she's gotten this first Civic. The economy is absolutely terrible. She's way
she's gonna
behind.
Unfortunately walk right past this wine here. That could have been 2 free kills.
Yep. She might snipe Silk, maybe?
I don't think anyone's... Oh, Troll's using Silk, yeah. Let me just look at Troll at Silk. I know they're both at Silk now.
Yeah, but this is still not worth it, right? Like...
No. I mean, you'd have to kill literally all of their rares for it to be somewhat worth it.
Yeah.
And she's not going to find them all.
Like, you probably need like 20-something kills or something ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you could kill all their rares, that's pretty good. But how are you going to find them all? It's not going to be that easy.
Yeah.
You know, to find them all and then kill them all. And then still, you're going to have to get ready for this attack on the front here. You're completely split off, you know, from your teammate.
Yeah. Does look like the Greeks player's gone for commerce too. I don't think this is a good choice. I think you could just get your H going, get to H3. That's part of the strengths of Greeks. And this
yeah,
is actually
the fast H3 is a big strength. Yep.
yeah, and this is actually like the exact opposite of the library I had recommended. You should go for Mill 2 and Science 2, given that you have Furs and Pappy. But instead, you know, instead Oso's gone for Civic 2 and Commerce 2, and is going to be slowed down a lot by that.
Yeah, and he's using Furs, so reason not to get that Mill 2.
Looks like Daddy's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go protect your capital, Troll, because I don't know. I think there might be a double here, but he's leaving his own capital exposed. He's not gonna get punished for that because I don't know. He's just not gonna get punished for that, unfortunately, for the LAT team.
Yeah, I mean, Maya Pen's, you know, it's a Mayan city. It's got a ton of hit points. He's got a temple there. He's got a fort there and a lookout. I mean, a tower and a lookout. So just militia alone would be fine to defend that. Daddy doesn't need to be over there. Daddy should just kill Corey. I don't know why he's not just doing that.
Yeah, I think he's just content to just like boom along. You know, we're having fun here. Got my 12 farms. Got my Commerce 2, Civic 2. Not even Mill 2 yet. You know, we're just memeing. Now I'm pop capped to 50 population. You know, we're just whatever.
Yeah, and Corey is just hanging out in the back by Silk here with this big army still.
Yeah, she's like, okay, maybe I can get one more merchant kill if I try.
Well, you're not trying, you're just standing there.
Yeah, exactly. Troll gonna raid the gems.
And now Troll's getting a fort up. Maya Pen's completely unbreachable at this point.
Yeah.
So she just needs to stumble into some more rares, or like I said, bring that army back to that front city.
Yeah, here we see the senator walking by some archers.
Yeah, she could actually battle here at the front city of Daddy because he doesn't have much there. And now Troll's aging. So this is GG.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be GG. Corey's just way too far behind. Let's take a look at how Oso's doing. Oso is getting the economy going.
It's never good when Maya's aging before the Greek player, you know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's good for the Greek player in a way because it makes it cheaper now for him to age.
Yeah, so that's true, I guess.
So that's one strategy. Yep. But Troll's got a decent sized army here. It's gonna upgrade all those units.
Yep.
And it would just be nice to see Daddy just roll here. Corey's got nothing.
Yeah, Corey's dead. Here.
Like her army's completely gone.
She has no economy.
Yeah.
Right, Daddy... Oh, she has her senator here now. Excellent. That's very useful.
I mean, Daddy could just build maybe 2 more elephants, 2 heavy infantry. That'd be enough to take out the city.
Or just really I mean, any number of elephants is good enough. But Daddy's just like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna boom up. There's no reason for me to rush. I'm just gonna make sure I play.
I mean, he's got mill too, so he can get the catapults even, you know, and just do a standard kill here.
Yeah, here we see Troll is gonna start pressuring in, gonna get the upgrades going.
I mean, Corey has absolutely nothing down here. This is she's a sitting duck.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We know where her army is. Is her army dead? I don't even know where it is.
It's on the top side. It's just sitting there. She's getting allegiance now because.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's still by the silk.
Oh, so has aged. Doesn't have upgraded units quite yet.
But Daddy's aging, and Corey could age somewhat soon. Just needs knowledge and food. Almost got enough knowledge.
I've been nowhere near enough food. Only plus 85 food at this point in the game.
Yeah, it's not good.
She did manage to sneak over another merchant to gems somehow.
Okay. That's cool.
That's not nothing.
Yeah, it's something. But just a waste of this army here. This army's been sitting here. I mean, credit to her, she hasn't lost any units.
Yeah.
But she also has, usually like wine could be raided.
Yeah, there's a boot camp that's exposed here, like
It looks like Tiebreakers just gonna work on Thera here slowly.
Yep. So, you know what? What would you say, Oldie? Is there any hope of LAT coming into winning this somehow?
I mean, technically yes, but I don't think they're gonna execute it because
No,
Corey.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I mean, technically there is a chance if they got it together. Because I mean, Daddy's got no army; he's just booming. But yeah, I don't think so. I think once the city goes down, that's it.
Yeah, here we see Troll going to go for a charge with quite a bit of number of militia. Does look like Oso has a larger army, but the cavalry aren't upgraded. Let's see how the micro is. The Senator is just sitting in the back, but it's going to move forward. He is in his own territory, so that's going to help out. And Troll's just going to walk in. I have no idea who's going to win this fight, but...
I think Oso might hold here. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it looks like Oso has a larger army. He also has some militia pulled along, so he's probably going to win the fight. And also crossbows are just better than heavy archers.
Yeah, for sure. Heavy archers suck.
Whose idea was it to make heavy archers a unit instead of crossbows for some nations? Like, it's just such a...
Well, I think the idea is, you know, the technology didn't really exist in the Americas at that time. So
yeah, I mean,
because it's only like you know, Inca Maya.
It's Afro-Eurasia, right? Like...
no, because Bantu has it.
Oh,
sure.
You
mean that have crossbows?
That have crossbows, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Like,
yeah, Afro-Eurasia and America have it.
Yeah, but like, here's my question, right? Why does America have crossbows, right? Like, I understand America was not like a nation before.
I guess it's the default because it was founded by the European nations, so it just defaults to European technology.
I know.
You know, that's the only thing I can. I mean, it's hard, you know, right? Because they didn't exist.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna have them in the game, you got to kind of default them to whatever the perceived founding would be, and just there was never crossbows in Central America ever.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's the only conclusion I can make.
Yeah, a little history lesson here from Oldie and myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could say that about horses too, then, right? I mean, did the Mayans ever have horses? I don't know.
That's true. That's true. They did not, because horses were brought over by the Europeans. But
right, so they got them eventually, you know. But in the ancient age, or I mean, in classical age, did they have them? Probably not.
No,
you know, maybe they did. Who knows? None of us were there. It's possible, but you know. So, anyways, but I think for the most part, this game's done a good job of being as accurate as possible.
Yeah, here we see in the chat, Sermon says, just tune back in. The heck is Corey doing? You know, that's an excellent question, Sermon.
We're trying to figure that ourselves.
Yeah.
It looks like she finally brought her army down here to come with Oso. But, I don't know. That's not gonna do anything.
Troll's just like, okay, well, my ally is like, what is Daddy doing? Well, he's booming along. He's gonna be gunpowder soon. He has an insane economy.
Yeah, he's just at this point he just needs a boom to gunpowder and just walk over Corey, even though he could have walked over 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But
oh, he's like, okay, 2 siege factories, easy peasy. Daddy says, relax. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is pretty entertaining. Their exchange.
Troll says, "Don't come here. I'll resign
if you come here." On this side, Oso's gonna start sieging. Should get Trebuchet upgrade. He's doing all right for himself. Doesn't quite have the techs. He's actually a little bit ahead of Troll at this point. In terms of technology, he has science too. But it looks like their Pappy did get raided by Daddy in the back, and Daddy's just walking through with this one elephant herder. Gonna do a nice little raid here. No idea how many kills. And now they're fighting. Now they're fighting in the chat. Would be really funny if this game ended in a resign. But
yeah, and then Troll says, "When are you gonna attack? In 45 minutes?"
Yeah.
So. I don't think they realize how far ahead they are, and Corey's finally gonna try and bring that army back, which is just gonna get picked off.
Yeah, and Corey at 25 minutes into the game has a plus 120 food income.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah,
especially as Nubian, and plus 89 wood, and plus 67 gold.
Yeah.
I mean, Daddy's gonna age here any second now. Well, maybe in another minute. He needs some more knowledge.
Or two, yeah.
Yeah. But he's at plus 275 knowledge is insane. So that's good. He's going to be able to get that and get Monarch and just crush.
Yep.
Yeah, this is just Corey not using that army early at all. Just letting the army run around and I don't know what. Do nothing.
You know, we have seen some okay play from Corey in this tournament, but just really unimpressive this game and series. Really, it's really unimpressive.
Yeah, just not the best situation for her to be in.
Yeah.
Now Daddy's aging. All those elephants are going to upgrade. And this is going to be a big trouble.
Yep. And Daddy actually has a tiny army here. We see 5 catapults, but five elephants, 4 archers. It's not very much army for this this size economy, and that's because he has he has too many citizens. He's not using granaries at some of his cities. This city doesn't have a smelter. Yeah, he has 15 farms.
Yeah, bad population control there. Yeah.
Oh, nice smelter. Here we go. Nice smelter. Sorry.
There's the cannons. Corey's nowhere near aging, so she's just gonna get rolled over here real soon.
Yeah.
And Oso's nowhere near aging either, so and he's in no position to help. He's got to stay over here.
Yep. He does have a pretty good eco though, and Troll's really hurting for the metal income.
Yeah, and Troll's far from aging himself, so.
Yeah, I think Troll needs to get this other mountain. There's a +6 right here that he could be using. It's a little exposed, but I mean, is Oso raiding? No.
No.
Looks like they're gonna share gems once again. This time it's gonna be Corey and Daddy. Very friendly team play from both teams. And Daddy's gonna upgrade the units, and now he's gonna steamroll Corey.
Oh, and here comes the spies from Corey. I like the play. Get the spies out there. That'll girl.
Oh yeah, 5 spies. There's only a single scout.
Yeah.
If she bribes 5 of these elephants, I think
this is a great use.
I think she's still dead, but I mean, nice work.
Yeah, but it's still funny. I love spies. She's bribed a general too. I like that move. Take a general.
Let's see. We've gotten 2 bribes so far. We should see some more soon.
Yeah, pretty funny work here.
Yeah.
She's actually gonna be able to defend this. It looks like momentarily.
Could be.
Pikemen doing good work.
Pikemen are bad against crossbows.
Yeah. Oh, that's another elephant. I think there's 3 elephants total she bribed, and a general. So, pretty good work there on the spies.
Yeah. Gonna get another one? Nope. Doesn't look like it. This one, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh, he's gonna get another elephant.
Nice.
Still can't defend. What a game. What a game.
That's hilarious.
Hope everybody who's watching this has enjoyed this, because this has been like it's been funny how like poorly people have been playing.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
On this side, Oso's gonna go for a charge, gonna try to take Troll's city here. Troll does have a pretty good army, but Oso also has a pretty good army. It's gonna be a slugfest. If Troll can hold the city for a while with some militia, he'll get the advantage with Senator healing over time.
Here's Monarch coming from Daddy. This is going to be over here very shortly.
Yeah, it looks like Troll's got the upper hand. He's going to be able to take down Oso's units. Oso just ran in all his cavalry, which died to pikemen, which were just sitting there.
Yep. That's trouble. And there's Monarch. And that's going to be very difficult to deal with a Monarch with a bunch of elephants. If you look at that +3 attack, +6 armor.
Yeah.
That's
we're gonna see
a lot
him
of trouble.
Soon. Daddy says I bribed back. Nice. Very amusing. Yeah. Oh, actually, I think this +1 attack is from Obsidian. I didn't actually realize this counts as this counts as an archer technically.
Yeah, technically, because got archer. Well, it's not an archer anymore though, so I don't know why it still counts. I guess it still technically counts.
Looks like the Greek player has gone for Civic 3 because why not? Get another city. Oh, and large city now. Wow. City of Lalabella is taken, and this game's been over for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we can just fast forward.
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
It's been entertaining though, I guess. Sort of.
Alright, so this is going to be the game and match. It's going to be 2-0 for Call of Duty, which means they do qualify for the top 8. Congratulations to them. That means,
Yep.
that means
So we have,
LAT Team 2 and STRAT are both knocked out. Call of Duty wins this tiebreaker, so that means they'll be playing against PLA.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting matchup there. PLA's tough.
Yeah, definitely. Would like to see Daddy play a little bit more tightly than this series, but alas. Yeah, that is going to do it for this series. Hope everybody has enjoyed the stream so far. Or thus far. Well, so for the rest of the week, we're casting the remaining group stage matches as well as the. Do you want to cast last tiebreaker? It's up to you. I don't really mind either way.
We can just kind of cast whatever games didn't get casted. Finish up.
Yeah, I think there's 4 group stage matches left, so we can do those.
Yeah, we can clean those up and just get ready for. Because I don't think we're gonna get any of the top 8 games
for a while.
for,
yeah,
at least another week.
So we have time to clean up the rest of the games that didn't get a chance to get streamed. Hopefully, we'll get some entertaining ones.
Yep. For people who are playing for Call of Duty, please go ahead and start scheduling with PLA because we want to get those matches in as soon as possible. Again, those have to be 3v3. All right, that about wraps it up for the stream today. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. This is AS Eat the Pair signing off.
See you guys.
All right, bye-bye.